Alright, so there's the 302 on the engine stand. I already took off the exhaust manifolds and the motor mounts. Didn't have any other accessories, but don't really need them right now. It does have the valve covers, intake manifold, and then it had the clutch and the flywheel. But I'm gonna be running a Ford C4 transmission automatic, so I need to get a flex plate, and then I have the transmission already that I have to rebuild also. But here it is, all dirty and grimy. Today I'm just gonna clean it up a bit and then take the intake manifold off. All the bolts were already loose, so they were on but they were loose, so I can tell that this thing has been like cracked open. At least the intake manifold and the valve covers and stuff have been cracked open, and someone's taken a peek inside or replaced some stuff. But yeah, we'll go from there. Here's the numbers on the intake manifold. So the E3 lets me know that it's an 83 at least, or built in 83 for possible. I was told that this was from a 84 Ford Mustang. Not sure. It looks like it's a throttle body fuel injection engine, but it's not a roller, so it's not an HO motor. I don't know, maybe from a truck or something. After I get it cleaned up, I'll try to discover the numbers and track it down and see what it actually came from. Again, this was supposed to be one of those it ran when it was in the car type of deals. I doubt it. But we're gonna clean it up. I'll do a leak down test, probably not today, but eventually. And I'll hook up, once I get the flywheel, I'll hook up the transmission to it and put a starter on it and get a compressor test done on it, on my little rolly cart thing. But for now, just gonna clean it up. And just to note, I'm not trying to get this thing spotless. I'm just trying to get the thick, caked on stuff that's gonna fall off with the brush. Alright, so there it is, all cleaned up. I took the intake manifold in it. It wasn't like caked on in here, and then I did remove the valve covers, and the rockers are not like caked on with oil or anything like that, so they're fairly clean. Yeah, but here it is. Like I said, it's not spotless, but the grime and dirt and everything is off of it. I can see my timing marks on the balancer there now. You can even see the Ford logo on the timing chain cover. So they cleaned up pretty nice. You know, just I just used some purple power and hot water, and then I hit it with like 2 cans of engine degreaser, and this is the result I got. So it looks pretty good now, you know. Now it's relatively clean. I'm gonna put some oil on it just so it doesn't rust over, because you can tell it's already flashing. But yeah, it's pretty good. I've turned it over a couple times. It spins. I just got to do the like leak down test and compression test to see what the compression's like, and see what I'm gonna do. After that, I'll decide if I'm gonna tear it down and do a rebuild, or just take the heads off and do a head gasket and stuff like that. Who knows? It's just a step to like get it cleaned up and stuff. So now I can start working on it, and I won't get like a huge blot of oily dirt on me when I brush up against it. Just baby steps. I mean, yep. Oh yeah, and then under the intake manifold I found something like this, and there was, you know, like dried RTV and pieces of old gasket, stuff like that. So I know they had, like, when they pulled it, they probably like took out the manifold and stuff. It was missing one of the valve covered gaskets. It only had the one on this side, I believe. I don't know if you can see here because of the sun glare. Numbers are 27E7TECA and then an S. So from what I'm understanding, that's 87. So I think the block is like from a truck, from a 1987 F-150 or something like that. And they put it into the Mustang at some point that it came out of. But yeah, it's interesting that because the intake manifold says 83 and then the block says 87. So it's at some point they probably blew the engine in that Mustang, and then they got a block from a truck at the junkyard or something. And now I have a block that's an 87. Who knows what the heads are? I haven't looked at the numbers on the heads, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a 302. So it's a 302 and it's not a roller, which is fine. Distributor was not there when I got it also, and it had about 2 gallons of oil in the engine that I drained out of it. So, you know, definitely I don't think it ran when in the car. But I'll look up the numbers, see if I can find something on the heads. It's probably some sort of mismatched engine that was put together over the years. But, you know, I bought this engine with the intent of it being a core, and what I paid like $200 for it. So, and it was complete with the heads. It has the exhaust manifolds, the cast iron ones, valve covers, and it was a complete long block. So I paid $200 for it. I figured if it was a good core that I could take apart, that'd be great. At the worst, it's not seized or anything like that. It does turn, so you know, we'll see what we can do with this guy. All right, well, thank you for watching.